okay, I want to switch lanes a little bit. I want to get into your acting career.
Okay.
Right now, shoot, you as big as they come out of this motherfucker right now. So your first introduction into the acting role, 211.
Yeah,
Talk to me
211.
about that. Who was all in that?
211, Cash Down Murder, Tell, Shorty Rich, Shamar Avery. There was a lot of us in that, man. And Moolah Films, the people that's doing the movies now, I don't know if you're familiar with T. Thomas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm for sure.
They was doing videos, like for me, Streets of Us, Pay, and all them, and they was doing movie style videos, you know what I'm saying, like storyline videos.
Yeah.
So after they got tired of videos, they got into the movies and shit, and they started calling us to come cameo and shit. So that's how I got in 211. You know what I'm saying? It was a little small little role with a little ass gun and shit like that. But niggas remembered that shit. That shit was a split second.
Yeah.
But I was like, niggas all over everywhere do that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that was cool. I still wasn't sold yet on the movie shit, but I was like, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Did you like on set? Like, so what was the vibes like? Was you excited or you was just like, all right, I'm just here to do this?
I mean,
it's gonna come out. Did you know it's gonna be a classic?
Well, I take that back. 211 wasn't the first thing. It was Concrete. You remember Concrete?
Okay, I remember that.
We was in Concrete, but something happened where they couldn't get everybody on same accord, so they didn't drop Concrete. But that was my first role. I still wasn't sold on the movie shit. I'm like, movies, like, nigga, how the fuck we gonna drop a movie in this shit? You know what I'm saying? But I still wasn't sold on it. It wasn't until the next time that they came and got me, and I was like, oh, hold on, this shit might work. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit might work. Yeah.
Now 211, that was big, but your next appearance in the acting role, Buffed Up. This undoubtedly a classic for sure.
Super
I got shout outs on The Breakfast Club by Angela Yee.
Yeah.
Plenty of people, talk about this movie still to this day.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that right there.
I think that Buffed Up, I think what made Buffed Up so classic, for one, it was funny as shit. Mm-hmm. That's for one. And I don't think that people understood how serious them glasses was. And I think that really was very intriguing to people. Like, damn, y'all really go crazy over glasses like that? They didn't know that shit was a real thing. Like, yeah, that's a real fucking thing. So I think on top of it being funny as hell and they seeing that we go crazy over these Buffalo Cartiers like that, it made it so big, and they love that movie, dog. That's one of the first movies they always talk about is Buffalo.
For sure, everywhere, man. They was talking about that. How did y'all end up distributing that?
We did that one.
YouTube or how was it?
No, we was doing DVDs. We was doing DVDs at that time. We sold like 5,000 DVD copies. Niggas was bootlegging the shit, and oh man, that shit got fucking crazy. But
and y'all shot that. A lot of people don't. Well, I think a lot of people do know, but some people might not know. That wasn't even shot really. A lot of it wasn't even in Detroit. It was an
it was all the E-Course. Yeah, it was an E-Course projects. Yeah, they was shot in E-Course projects. Yeah,
so how did that happen? How did y'all was like, okay, we gonna go to E-Course downriver?
Thomas from E-Course downriver and shit, and somehow he just was like, nigga, that's what we gonna shoot today. It's just, nigga, we shooting that bitch in the projects. And at that time, it was, the projects was going hard at that time too. I ain't gonna lie, it was all kind of shit going on through the projects around that bitch at that time, man. And I think Banjana G, he was in there. He made sure everything was straight while we was out there, man, doing that shit, man. Shout out to him. And E-Course showed a lot of love, dog. They was real receptive to everything that was going on with that film, man. So we appreciate that, though. But that shit was fun, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Buffed Up was fun as hell.
Yeah, that was, man. Yeah. It's a classic, like I said. And your next appearance, 5-0.
Yeah, that's when I got serious. Like, I'm gonna take it a little serious. I'm a little now I'm believing it a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? They gave me a little better role, whoopty whoop. And that's when I was like, all right, I believe this shit a little bit, nigga. What's up, nigga? Now it's time for me to get in this bitch for real. Nigga, I need a real role, nigga. What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what's up with it?
And then on Plug Love, that was another big one. You know, it was a big one. You, Murder Pain.
Yeah.
Thomas, I'm pretty sure too.
Jessica Ryan, she was in there. Nunu Thurman. Now with Plug Love, that was one of those things I told that nigga T, like, all right, it's time for me to get a main role now. And that's how that happened. I told him, nigga, I'm serious. Let's do it. You feel what I'm saying? That probably was the breakout movie right there where niggas was like, oh, these niggas serious. These niggas serious now. Because we took a chance on the Love story type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And once niggas seen that bitch, they was like, oh yeah, these boys serious. Nah, I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah. And we still was, I ain't gonna say we was bullshitting, but we still wasn't taking the proper steps to be great actors. We still was just reading scripts and going in there acting. We wasn't really knowing what was the intent behind the lines we was delivering, knowing why we were saying and shit. But I mean, you know, we got that shit across though.
What was your preparation like? You know, different from the first few gigs you had. Like, what was your preparation? Did you take it more serious? Or?
I took it more serious as far as being on time and getting there, getting the shit taken care of. But I really ain't had no preparation. Nigga, I just threw clothes on and went that bitch and did that shit. I ain't gonna even lie. I mean, that shit was just easy. I was already just a smooth nigga. I could dress. I had my way with words with females and shit. So that shit was easy for real. I just did that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
And you was working with Murder.
Yeah.
You know, we gonna get into McGraw Ave in a second here, but what was he like early on? Did you know he was gonna
listen,
blow up like that? You know, y'all all do y'all thing, but Murder, you know, they love Murder.
Listen,
man.
I had two favorite actors. It was 40 and motherfucking 5K1. And then when I first seen Murder at 2Eleven, when I first see Murder act, well, I see Murder acting different videos and shit, and I fucked with him. But I was like, them two niggas my favorite actors. So actually, when I knew I was gonna act on Side of Murder in motherfucking Plug Love, I was like, damn, nigga, I gotta get my shit together. But once he told me like, nigga, this shit ain't shit, nigga, let's do it. Woo, woo, woo. We just knocked that shit out. You know what I'm saying? We knocked that shit out. And that shit, I think one of the biggest movies we did to date still.
Yeah, and after that, y'all started pressing for real. You came with Birthday Behavior.
Yeah, I had to switch my role, be a soft nigga on that bitch. And I was with all the ladies and shit, but I did my thing and held the fuck down on there though.
Okay, and then this one right here, I'm assuming it's one of your favorites, The Mule.
Yeah, The Mule. Now it's
with
crazy.
Comic J. Will,
yeah,
right?
me and Jay Will. So The Mule probably was one of my films where I said, man, fuck this acting shit. Because this was the film where they was on our ass like, okay, it's time to quit bullshitting because we not about to get exposed that niggas can't act for real. You know what I'm saying? So this one we took it serious. Thomas started directing this motherfucking ass off. He told us what the fuck we need to do to get this shit done and make this shit believable. I think that The Mule just had got overshadowed because we dropped it in the pandemic.
Yeah.
And we dropped McGraw Ave right after that shit. So it had just got overshadowed. But far as my favorite film that I did, The Mule is one of my favorite films, and it was one of the most challenging roles I did. And it was one of the roles that made me want to say, fuck this acting shit, nigga, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying?
Comic J. Will was acting an ass in that movie, man.
It was so hard to act alongside of this nigga, man, because this nigga's an idiot, man, in real fucking life, a funny motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
Why did it take y'all so long to get that package?
Man, dog, that shit right there, dog, so funny. But we gonna I think they writing part 2 to that shit too, though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I want to see that.
Yeah.